So there's 3 steps to buying a car at Used Car Guys. The first one is send us an inquiry via our website. Step 2, visit one of our showrooms for a test drive and a finance application. Step 3, we explain exactly how to take delivery of your new vehicle. Don't worry, we have a checklist that goes over everything.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so the first step, or the first time we normally get inquiries through our website, which is usedcarguys.net. Someone will find us on an ad from Facebook, or they hear it from a friend and they go onto our website. And on our website, you can make an inquiry form, or you can hit our WhatsApp button, or you can give us a phone call, and that's how we get most of our inquiries. Yeah, absolutely. It's 24/7 round the clock. Like some places you can go and you hit a button and it goes closed, but ours is open all the time. All of our sales consultants are connected to it, so if one person's not at their desk or one person's offline, the next person can pick it up. So if you're in Korea or in America, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you should get someone. Yeah, like if you've just arrived and you're at work and you ask someone, where do you go and get a car? They'll say, come down to the Used Car Guys.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll come down and walk into our showroom. We have 5 showrooms around Germany, Kaiserslautern, Ramstein, Stuttgart, Spangdahlem, and also in Italy, of course. And they can just walk through the door and speak to one of our consultants. Okay, so let's just say you're overseas and you're coming to Germany and you're looking for a car and you go on our website, which is usedcarguys.net, and you see a BMW 230 that you like. So underneath there's a way that you can inquire about the cars.
Oh, that's easy.
And we'll get that straight away and get on that immediately. Or if you want live chat, there is a WhatsApp button where you can just say, hey, is this car available, or whatever questions that you have. And you should be able to pick up a chat immediately. And that's how it starts, that's how it works. Yeah, so if you're not in Germany already yet, but you know that that's the car you want and you're gonna be there in 3 weeks' time, we have what's called an arrive and drive program, especially for people that are coming to Germany. So you can say, that's the #1 car I want. So you can go on, you can speak to a consultant and you can reserve it. And you can say, I want that car, I want it waiting for me in Ramstein or in K-Town, in Stuttgart on the 15th of November. So we can do all the paperwork online. So you can do a reservation that gives you exclusivity for a few days whilst you're getting all your ducks in a row. Then we can send you a purchase order. We can arrange with the financing. And once you get all that all done, you can pay for the vehicle and it holds the vehicle until you arrive. We get more WhatsApp messages than we do Facebook messages. Yeah, for sure. WhatsApp seems to be the choice of communication these days. Even more so than phone calls, actually. And so when we have that WhatsApp button there, and we actually put the WhatsApp button in most of our Facebook posts as well. So if someone's on Facebook, they've got the availability to hit that button and start a live chat. Okay, let's go for a test drive.
What do I need in order to be able to test drive in Germany?
That's a very good question. So, you obviously need an active driver's license. If you've been in country for any amount of time, you'll get what's called a use-or driver's license. But you can also have a test drive if you get like the temporary license as well. When you get here, immediately you'll get, after your test, you'll get a paper license. That's okay too. As long as you've got a driver's license, then we're allowed to do a test drive with you. And in Germany, none of the cars have plates on them, so we have these dealer tags that have insurance for any car that they're on. So basically, right, what happens is, so the person's gone online, they've had a chat with someone on WhatsApp or via email or from phone call, and they've said, right, that white BMW 230, it's in that showroom, they want to come and get it. Can we come and see it tomorrow at 12 o'clock? So you say, sure, you come on down. We make sure the car is ready, right? We've got it parked outside, it's been washed, it's been detailed, it's in our test drive position, the car is good to go with gas, and our consultant has blocked his time to have that appointment with our customer. So during this appointment, get the car ready, the customer will take it out for a spin. We will offer to go with them, and a lot of the people turn up and they don't know around the area, so we go out there with them. And we normally allow about 20 minutes for a test drive. Go around the area, we try and hit the Autobahn, we try and do some city driving as well, get a feel for the car in all situations. Then it's back to the showroom, and we give the customer a little bit of time to make some thoughts outside, and we walk in and say, come on in when you're ready. So assuming the customer comes back and really likes the test drive and says to us, that car is perfect for me, what do the numbers look like? So we have a loan calculator that gives an approximate Obviously we're not the loan people, so we can't make the decision. It gives you approximate payment of what it might look like based on a certain interest rate, based on how much you want to put down, and based on your credit history. And we'll punch those numbers into our calculator, and if that monthly payment is in the ballpark of what the customer is happy with or expecting, the next step would be to get a finance application underway with a finance approval from someone like Service Credit Union. Most of our loans go through Service Credit Union. So we have a representative at Service Credit Union that will pick up the phone and say, hey, this is David Sweeney, used car guys, this is the VIN number of the car, this is the price of the vehicle, and pass the phone over to the customer, who'll then give some private information to the loan rep. The loan rep will put it together and give us a final answer about what the monthly payment is, what the terms are, what the interest rate is. Assuming that everything sounds good still, which it should do, Service Credit Union will email loan documents to the customer's email address, which they'll fill out themselves and digitally send back to Service Credit Union. And that's then the loan is funded. Well, from when they walk into our showroom, do the test drive, do the loan, and have the final answer from Service Credit Union, it could be somewhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes, so it's easily done on a lunch break or after work. Okay, let's talk about step 3, and that's things to do before you take delivery of your new vehicle. Well, that's where it gets a little bit different from maybe buying a car in the States, and that's mostly to do with the tax-free, VAT-free status that people have over here. This is the checklist. Okay, so the customer's made a decision they're going to buy the car, the financing is sorted. It's now what's going to happen between now and when you pick up the vehicle. And the main things that you need to do, number one, you need to get insurance for the car. Most people, or a lot of people, use USAA, but they're only stateside, but obviously they offer insurance in Europe. But there are other providers in Germany that will give you lower cost insurance that's also good for 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗽. That's 𝗪𝗏 or American Auto Services. There's a couple of others as well. But wherever you get your insurance from, we can get you a quote if you like, or you can get your own insurance, but you need to get insurance. The next step is, which is one of the biggest things, which is getting the customs forms that allows you to buy the car tax and VAT free. You get these customs forms from your local base. Yeah, there's on every single base, there's US customs, and you bring our purchase order into customs and you give it to them, and they do this all day, every day, so they know exactly what it is. And you give them the form and they give you back 4 copies of this form called an 𝗟𝗵𝘃. The 𝗟𝗵𝘃 allows you to buy a car in Germany tax and VAT free. Import duties, so you don't have to pay those, and the VAT, you don't have to pay that as well if you qualify for that program. And once you've got your customs forms as well, you also need to take the customs forms over to vehicle registration on base, and with your purchase order and proof of insurance, you can get your temporary tags. Your temporary tags will allow you to pick up the vehicle. Once you have your temporary tags, you're good to go. You contact one of our consultants rather, and you make an appointment to pick up the car. Let's just say you come into the Ramstein showroom, because we're sitting here now. You make an appointment to pick up the vehicle. Before you drive off into the sunset, we have to get you and the car to German customs, and they need to check your car and the paperwork and that you qualify to buy the vehicle. So we get you down to German customs in Kaiserslautern, it's 7 minutes from here, and we get you in there, and then you see those customs forms, you see the purchase order, they may check your identification, and then they'll check the chassis number or the VIN number on the car, and then they'll put a big customs stamp on it, and they say that's customs clearance done. And then you come back to the showroom, we finish off the paperwork, we give you your warranty paperwork. Every vehicle that we sell comes with a minimum of 1 year warranty. If it's still under manufacturer's warranty, you get that too, but if it's outside of manufacturer's, you get 1 year, with the option to buy a 2-year warranty from us on some vehicles if you want to. So we give you warranty paperwork, you sign for the vehicle, we take a nice cheesy picture for our Facebook page, and you are driving off into the sunset.
Do they have to be here to do all that stuff, right?
No, you can't do any of the final steps until you're in Germany, because you need to be present to get your customs forms, you need to be present to get your plates and stuff. But if you're also in a place that doesn't have a used car guy showroom in the near, so say for example you're in Belgium or Grafenwehr or Bavaria or 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗽, somewhere that doesn't have a used car guy's location, you can do the whole thing up until the delivery appointment or coming to get the car online. So you can do the inquiry, you can do the finance application, you can do the purchase order, you can do the funding, you can do all of that online or via email and stuff. And you can get your plates locally, and then you can come down one time to pick up the car from Bavaria, for example, to our Stuttgart location. Or if you come from Belgium, you can come and pick up the car in our Kaiserslautern location. Alternatively, we have a used car guys logistics truck where we can do all of that stuff we just talked about, and we can deliver the car to you. So we can do that no problem too. And we do that multiple times every month to people based in Belgium, 𝗖𝗵𝘃𝘃𝗲, Brunssum, 𝗪𝗵𝘃𝘃𝗲, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘁, 𝗪𝗁𝘁, all the places where we don't have a used car guy showroom. Okay, yeah, that's a really good question, and it happens a lot, right? So you see this white BMW 230 that we spoke about on our website, and you think that's definitely the one, but you can't test drive it because you're in Korea or you're in the States, but you know that's the one, but you want to go a little bit deeper. We do this thing called a virtual walk around. It's about a 5-6 minute video where one of our sales consultants will do a very, very in-depth walk around with a video, and he'll film it for you in 2 steps. We'll do 1 step where it's the outside and we'll go through every single panel, every alloy wheel, all the good bits. If there's any defects, we'll list them as well because you're better off knowing beforehand. And then he'll save that. And then he'll do the interior as well, go through all of it, go through every panel inside, go through all the seats and all that stuff. And that means that you've got the confidence to make a commitment to the vehicle without seeing it. And we do that a lot. That started in COVID times when people couldn't visit the showroom, but now we do it a lot for people that aren't already in country but want to have a car ready for them when they turn up. Tying on from what we talked about with the virtual walk around, we want to talk a minute about the quality of our cars. We have our own workshop with 3 qualified mechanics and a master mechanic, which is the highest level of mechanic you can get in Germany. So every single car before we buy it and before we make it retail ready, which is where we can hand it over to a customer, goes through an in-depth inspection. If it needs brakes, if it needs tires, if it needs oil change, if it needs anything, we get that done before we hand over the vehicle. We are very, very thorough in what we do in getting our inspections up and getting our quality of control up. Our service centre is in Ramstein, so very close to Ramstein Air Base, where we also do, if any warranty issues come up, you can take it in there or for servicing as well. So, yeah.